Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator with the one and only... Hold on a second here. Yeah, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator with the one and only... let's see this. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator with the one and only question mark. We'll go with that. I'm laughing so hard over here. Thanks to my good friend Maria for making that. Oh man, okay. Alright, today we're flying the Cirrus SR22 going from Anchorage, Alaska down to Kodiak. The GPS was saying a 2 hour and 2 minute flight, and it shouldn't be anywhere near that long. From what I was looking at, it's probably going to be about an hour and 10, hour 15. We don't need any of that. Let's go ahead and do a pushback because it put us right up against the fuel box. So just for good measure, let's kind of back up a bit. And from what I'm seeing, that should be good there. Let's set the parking brake back and get the Cirrus checklist pulled up. Okay, weather on the ground here at Anchorage is not very good. It is VFR, but not very good VFR. A few clouds at 1600, broken at 6000, overcast at 7500. 13 Celsius or 55 Fahrenheit. The wind is 3505. So we'll take 25 left. That's the closest one to where we're parked at. And these runways here in Anchorage are very long. So we have a ton of room to work with. That's the good news. Showing 220 miles. And if our true airspeed is 200, yeah, this should be about an hour and 10, hour 15. Not 2 hours and 2 minutes. Alright, back into the checklist here real quick. Avionics switch is off. Turn battery 2 on. Could go through all of that there. We don't need it right now. Voltage is 25.8, that's okay. Flap light is off. Battery 1 master on. Fuel quantity is checked at 3/4 full. Fuel tank is set to left, we're good with that. Flaps down to 100%, let's check the light. Alright. Oil annunciator is on. Voltage is still 25.8, slight drain on the amperage there. We can turn the master switches off. Alternate static source is normal. Fire extinguisher is down here. Egress hammer. Not in there, but we need to check total time anyway. 15.1. Where is the hammer? Ah. I don't remember. Not that we're gonna practically use it in the simulator. That'd be kind of wild. Window Smasher simulator. Cap spin, not simulated. Hobstone, we have check fuel oil was good. We go ahead and turn the battery master switches on. Turn the strobe lights on. Let's bring flaps up. Mixture is rich, power forward, and boost pump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to normal. Boost on, power closed. It's gonna be a cooler start here. We'll clear the prop area. Clear. Alright, engine is running. Turn the alternators on. Power's just below 1,000 RPM, so we're good there. Oil pressure is up into the green. Temperature's low, but it will rise. So we'll be fine there. Yeah, we confirmed flaps are up. Avionics. GPS will come up momentarily. Yeah, some light rain here in the area. Zoom into the airport map. So all we need to really do is turn around, taxi out, and get onto the runway and take off. This runway is 12,000 feet long, and right here is only about 2,500 feet, so we'd still have 10,000 feet for runway length, which is more than enough. Frequencies not needed. ATIS, AWAS, we have the weather. Altimeter is set 2978. Seatbelt secure. Cabin heat, defrost, I don't think we need right now. We'll go ahead and turn the nav lights on and the landing lights just because it's low visibility. HSI looks good. We'll check the brakes here in a moment. Let's go ahead, release the parking brake, and we should start rolling in just a second here. Brakes check. Yeah. I need to turn those notices off. And we're going this way. And we are going straight ahead. Just clear this taxiway, is looking good. There's another taxiway up ahead. And here's the hold position for runway 25 left. That's the one that we're going to be taking off. Very short taxi. Let's go ahead and set the parking brake. Quick run up. Let's make sure that trim is set to take off. Looks good. Way you see that kind of back here on this. It is set to take off. Flight controls free and correct. Rudder is good. Elevator is good. Ailerons are good. Back into the cockpit here. Instruments, we have our DJI set. The heading for the runway. Let's go ahead and set.
We build now to that special moment.
That shouldn't be playing. Come on. I mean, as great as that stuff is, but playing music it shouldn't be. And that, it played not at the beginning of the song. Oh my gosh, I gotta get this music fixed. Holy cow. Alright, anyway, back in fuel's fullest tank. Let's go power 2000 RPM real quick. And prop looks good. We don't have a dedicated prop control. So not worried about that. Let's come down to 1700. A little more. Alright, let's do a pitot heat and lights. Let's try all that. Ice light. Amperage is okay. Essential bus is looking good there. 28. Oil pressure and temperature are both in the green. Turn the pitot heat and the ice lights back off. Let's do a mag check. We don't want to see a drop of more than... It's exactly 1700. We don't want to see a drop of more than 150 on either one, so let's go to the right. And it's a drop of 40. That's good. Back to both. Now we drop just to the left. And a drop of about 43. Back to both. Power back down. Let's go ahead and take care of transponder. We go altitude mode is set, and we'll type in a code 0123. That's all good. Let's go ahead and set a couple things on our autopilot. Heading select. We will do altitude. We're going to all the way up to, I believe we're going to go at 24,000. If for some reason we decide to go lower, we can just cut it lower then. FLC will climb out. $110. Alright. Our takeoff procedure is going to be thus. We'll taxi out onto the runway, full power forward, a VR at 77 knots, we'll lift off in the low 80s, we'll accelerate to 103 and climb up. Airport's just over 100 feet above sea level. When we get to 900 feet on the altimeter, we'll engage the autopilot, and we'll actually just... Well, we'll set nav mode now, actually. And we'll engage, and we'll fly out. Let's get zoomed out here. Alright, final lineup check before we out there. Boost is on, mixture is full rich, flaps down to 50%. We do need pitot heat because this weather's kind of crummy. And we're also going high up. Lights are all on, trim is set to take off. We are good to go. Let's go ahead, disengage, or just disengage the parking brake, yep. Not disconnect. Let's go ahead and taxi into position. Lot of runway to work with here. Alright, and we can roll. Let's go full power. Alright, our airspeed is already alive. Engine instruments are in the green. We're looking for 77 knots to rotate. There's 77. Come up. Up. Good. We're off at 84. We'll accelerate to 103. We have a little bit of a wind from the north, so we kind of need to angle into that. Positive rate of climb. Let's bring the flaps up. is 103, so let's climb out about like that there. We're not landing. Looking for 900, we can go ahead and engage the autopilot. Climbing out, we're in a perfect climb attitude. 900, let's go ahead and engage. The one thing we forgot to do is set the CDI. And it is not going to turn us. So what we're going to do is just spin the heading this way. The heading automatically engaged. Nav is off, so we'll just enable it when we get to it. But we have a good climb rate, and we don't have any obstacles to worry about right now. You can see a little bit of sun over there. But here's Anchorage. Crummy weather. Merrill Field is up here. Elmendorf Air Force Base is right here. Downtown Anchorage is not even really visible, but it's just over here. So welcome to Anchorage. So long for now. Climbing out at 110. Let's go ahead and do our climb checklist. Power stays at full power in this plane. The fuel flow. It's fine there. Engine instruments look good. Let's go ahead and turn the boost pump off. And now we are good to just go ahead and climb. We'll fly straight ahead till we intercept the GPS track. And get everyone. This is saying 2 hours and a minute, but we're still in our climb configuration. Supposed to be doing that. This music, I'm telling you.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim,
I don't think there'll be a whole lot that I'll have to do.
take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started
Let's go ahead and switch to nav mode.
out of now
And it wants to turn and pick up the course.
to where we started.
So right now we are over the, I believe it's the Nick arm.
Out of now to where we started.
Yeah. Although it really starts further back. This is still kind of, this is the Cook Inlet, up here in Alaska. Kind of where Anchorage goes. The Nick arm is the one that goes north, northeast, and the Turnagain arm is the one that goes southeast. So we're still flying over the inlet here. So our route today, yeah. So here's Anchorage. We're almost out of the Class C airspace, which is Anchorage's airspace. So this is what I'm referring to, the Nick arm and the Turnagain arm down here. This is the Kenai Peninsula. Depending on the weather, we may be able to see the coast at Kenai and Soldotna Airport. And then further down, we'll be passing not too far from Homer. Oh, wait a minute, not that Homer. Oh man, my jokes are terrible today. And then over the water, and Kodiak is down here. That's where we're going. Once we get to our cruising altitude, 24,000 feet, it should be just over an hour. Probably a tiny bit less than an hour once we reach our cruising altitude. Yeah, this is, I think this is gonna be a nice flight, I hope. I've been wanting to do this one. I didn't know about going all the way from Anchorage down to Kodiak, but I thought of doing like Kenai or Homer or Seward down to Kodiak. And I thought of doing it in the Diamond, and I'm actually glad I'm bringing the Cirrus. Because icing conditions are more common up here. Wow, we're in the thick of the clouds right now. Wow. Oh, one thing we need to be careful of. Icing. Icing is actually really important. Flying up here in the clouds. Anytime the temperature is below 0, but oh, you see it starting to form. Below 0, but above -20, and you're flying through clouds like this, icing becomes a concern. What we need to do is turn our ice light on, and then what we're also going to do is we're going to do airframe de-ice. We're going to turn these down a little for now. And it looks like we're starting to break out of it. Yeah. Yeah, but we can see little ice crystals here. Whoa! That is spectacular. I see a tiny bit of blue sky. Just wow, though. That's... Whoa. This almost feels surreal. You can't see the ground. It's easy to get very disoriented when you're flying like this. So what you need to do is trust your instruments. So we kind of rely on our instruments. Power shouldn't be doing that. I don't know why it did that. Seemed to just quit a little bit. Oh, that's super. That's what I love about this. That's gorgeous. So anyway, yeah, what you need to worry about icing, or well, what you need to pay attention to prevent or de-ice the plane. You see like ice crystals like this. Ice accumulates on the wings, it makes the plane heavier, and it disrupts the airflow over the wings that generate lift to help the airplane fly. So you need to kind of prevent that. So the Cirrus has good de-icing. If we had taken the Diamond, we'd have been in trouble. Diamond can't fly through icing. The Cirrus can. I didn't see any actually accumulate on the wings, but there probably is some. You can see the crystals up here. These will melt over time, and now that we're flying in clear skies, we don't have to worry. Because as a general rule of thumb, if you are not flying through visible moisture, clouds, rain, snow, etc., you cannot get ice. And the sun can help melt it. Let's turn that up now that we're out of there. Let's get some hot air into here that'll also help kind of melt the ice. Let's do windshields de-ice. Activate max mode for 2 minutes. Now the other thing that's important too, is you fly through a short icing encounter like that, not a big deal. Oh look, there's some clear skies over the mountains over here. Sweet. If you fly through it through a long time, or if the icing is really intense, then you're in a bit more dangerous situation. And it might be such that if you're not using the de-icing continually, or even if you are, the ice may accumulate too fast and you need to get out of those conditions as soon as you can. Alright, past through 18,000 feet, we can go ahead and set the standard pressure. It says exit icing, so it's time to get out of that. And I think we are out of it. What we can go ahead and do is hit the maximum for 2 minutes. Wow. It just looks so insane. Surreal almost. More storm rain clouds over there. Moose meadows. And so we're getting about a 14 knot tailwind component right now. And we're going all the way to 24,000 feet. The temperature is minus 30 Celsius, or minus 22 Fahrenheit, at 21,000. Fuel imbalance, yeah, let's go ahead and switch tanks. Don't usually have to worry about that until we get to We're getting close to the surface ceiling of this plane, which is 25,000 feet. We're going to be cruising just below it at 24,000. So we're going to have to keep more power in, but we're also going to get the advantage of a wind boost. Alright, so that indicator there told us we needed to turn the de-icing off. The temperature's too low. It's minus 37 Celsius. Up here, it's minus 33, 34, 35 Fahrenheit, something like that. 34, I think. I don't even know. They're both the same at 40, or at minus 40. I'm not usually dealing with temperatures this low. So I'll just let the plane accelerate, but we're doing 195 true, 213, and our manifold pressure is below 30.5, so we can actually just leave the throttle full forward and cruise. So the cool thing is we just kind of hang out, and it's showing 48 minutes. So it took us a good bit of time to climb up there, so the total flight time's looking like it's going to be about an hour and 10, hour 15 minutes. It's about what I thought. .231 over the ground. That's actually really good. Right off our right wing right now should be Kenai. Yeah, you can't see it, but you can see Soldotna, which is really close. Go back into the cockpit here. You can't see it below the wing. If we switch seats, you probably could. I'm going to plan ahead a little bit, and I'm gonna actually get the weather in Kodiak and just kind of make plans on what we're gonna do there. So good, 233 over the ground. We have an excellent true airspeed as well. Let's see, Kodiak 060 at 8. Ugh. Miles visibility, a few clouds, 2100, broken at 36, overcast at 65, 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 Celsius. Not too bad. Let's see what kind of approach we may want to do. The only approaches are 2-6, so we'd have to circle or land with an 8-knot tailwind. The runway's 7,500 feet long in this plane. That's not a problem at all. So yeah, we can land 2-6 and take one of the approaches. The question is going to be what approach. Yeah, look at this. This is pretty. some of the mountains and lakes down here. Turn that down. Oh, that's pretty out that way too. So kind of that open water's just out over the ocean beyond the Kenai Peninsula. That's out towards Seward, which is somewhere over here. Yeah, right there. So actually we're already over a third of the way. And we're showing 37 minutes en route. We have really good wind. This is very favorable. 236 knots over the ground, and our true airspeed's 149. Or indicated, true is 215, so 29, I can't do math. 21 knot tailwind component. There's a good bit of crosswind, and that's why you see how our plane is pointed, even though our course is going this way. That's the wind correction angle that we fly to not get blown off track. So just before Kodiak, the main airport, which is the one that we're going to, there's an airport downtown, like in the city of Kodiak, called Kodiak Municipal, and then there's a place called Lily Lake, which is actually like a seaplane base. And that could actually be a fun place to land. I'm pretty sure we'll fly right over it, or very close. The runway there is only... 2,500 feet long, and it is less than 10 meters wide, most of the length. That'd be fun to go into sometime, though. Showing just over a half hour remaining en route. Let's go ahead and take a look at approaches that we're going to want to take into Kodiak. All of them are for runway 26, and even though the wind is 06, 08, the runway is long enough that we can accept a tailwind. We'll need to plan accordingly. We can do the ILS is down to 600 feet above the ground. RNAV is actually not a very good approach here. It doesn't have... It has LNAV, it doesn't have LNAV VNAV, it doesn't have LPV. That said, it would still probably give you simulated vertical guidance. However, oddly enough, the minimums are like the same for all of them. We're going to take the ILS. That'll give us the straightest in. So the frequency is 110.9. Not sure why it's letting me change it right now, or why it's not letting me change that first one. Huh. Now, I'm not really sure what's going on there. Alright, 26 minutes en route. And, we're just passing Homer here. There's Seldovia. Homer may be back here, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But you'll see across the water, and Kodiak is going to be out in the distance here. In fact, the very top of... Oh. It's actually right over, like, over here. The top of the island is here, but then the Kodiak town is a little bit further down. Yeah, we flew over, because Homer's actually up here. And Seldovia's over here. So yeah, okay. Anyway, I don't know why the COM 1 Oh, yeah, there. I figured it was probably something like that. 10.9. We're gonna have to fly a DME arc. Here's what I'm referring to. I'll bring it up on screen. So this is where we're going. What we're gonna have to do is come to one of these points, fly, intercept this DME arc, and come in on the localizer. this way, rather than just proceeding straight to it. So what we're probably going to do is pick up this point here way back, or we can just fly direct to Cheney, if that helps, and then we'll just go in on the procedure that way. So let's actually plan ahead. Let's go procedures, select approach. We're going to do the ILS Y26. ODK, Wabo, Josra. It will not let us fly to Cheney. Then we'll do way back. Minimums are Barrow. $636 feet for the minimums. So we'll set 640. And this is how weird this is going. It's taking us out here. This is where Kodiak downtown is. This is the airport we're going to. We shouldn't be having to go all the way there. What we'll do when we get ready to start our descent, we will we'll just head direct way back to start the approach, so we skip that. Cheney is this initial approach fix that I was trying to go to, and it won't let us. It's an intermediate fix, which you can start the approach from that. But it wouldn't let me in the GPS, so we're not going to try. We'll just go to way back anyway. Fly the DME arc, which is this curve, and then we'll come in for the approach. Showing about 20 minutes. We're close to the point of starting the top of our descent. But what I'm thinking we'll do, because it'll probably shorten our time if we go, we'll go direct. And we'll actually, now what it should be doing, it's got us going here. We'll fly the curve. That's what we want. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't mean for that to do that there. Okay. That's good. Saying start the top of descent here in just a moment. Now, Kodiak is coming in sight. We're beyond the Kenai Peninsula now. Alright, we're over the fix for top of descent. Let's go ahead and... let's turn VNav on. I don't know if it's going to start us down yet. Let's go all the way down to 6,000. 5,000 works. I mean, we don't want to get lower than 1,600. But that's the only limitation that we have, and not higher than 6,000. So we're actually good to go ahead. Let's go ahead and turn the FLC on. Why are we not descending? Now we are. Okay. Now we just had to cut the power a bit. Let's do a fuel tank transfer. We'll go ahead and get ready to start our... so 14 minutes to that fix. 24,000 feet going down to... it's burning 22,000 feet. We just want to be at... .600 in RWO holding pattern prior to commencing approach. We're not doing that. So going direct way back, we actually could go all the way down to 1,600. We can actually lower that, but that doesn't mean we have to descend to that. We're just allowed to go down that low. Alright. So we got that set. Let's run a couple descent checklist items here real quick. Altimeter, we're still up at above 18,000, so we leave it. Fuel, we just switched. Mixture, we haven't touched. Marker beacons. Marker mute, we don't need. Okay. Turn our ice light off. De-icing can all stay off for now. So there's Kodiak Island. Take a glimpse outside. Kodiak. I don't know what those islands are. The Kenai Peninsula is just right back here. Back into the cockpit. $12 minutes to the fix, and by the time we get there is 18. So we're gonna pull the power, steepen our descent. That's probably an adequate descent rate. steel base seaplane base. That's kind of neat. Alright, we've just descended through 18,000. Let's go ahead and get the altimeter 2982. And... one notch down. We can steepen our approach just a little bit here. Or steepen, I was gonna say, we can shallow it out. Alright, we're getting pretty close in.
If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean, can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? I'm too great to be landed.
What we do, we'll continue descending around the arc, and then we'll turn in, level out, get the airplane slowed down, and we'll switch the CDI over to the localizer. And when we fly our approaches with the GPS approaches, you see the needle, and then you see the diamond here. That is magenta. These will be green when we do the localizer on the on here, and the green diamond for the glide slope for the ILS approach. And actually, the weather's not nearly as bad as I was expecting it to based on the weather report that we got. Now, of course, it could look worse on the ground. We're actually looking pretty good on our descent rate and everything. Bunch of ocean. There's the downtown Kodiak and Lily Lake. We'll get a good view of those a little bit closer in. Actually, we may not. No, we won't. Well, final approach we will. Right on final if it's not too cloudy. But the arc is going to take us wide out, so we won't get it up close until then. I don't want to screw up the navigation. No. Close that back. If we hit procedures and we did... I'm just gonna leave that, actually. I don't want this doing something wonky if I try to hit like direct or activate or something. We are low enough and we're gonna be busy with the approach, so let's go ahead and just do before landing checklist here. Wait. We just... Bring the checklist up real quick. Mixture is full rich. Let's go ahead and turn the fuel pump, boost pump on. Flaps we don't need yet. Lights are all on. We're not turning the autopilot off yet. So we've got the checklist items okay. As we kind of continue our descent, we're going to keep our speed up. If I zoom out on here, Joss was the final approach fix, so we can't get closer to that. Yeah, Joss was the final approach fix, so we gotta continue flying the way we are. So be it. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's okay. Saying we're going to be on the ground in about 9 minutes. It'll be a tiny bit more than that. So of course, we have to get the airplane slowed down and stuff. Although I can actually see the airport off our right wing. This is Kodiak downtown and everything, and then where we're landing is right over here. I was going to say it was over here, but no, it's kind of tucked right back here. So we'll just fly this arc. We'll keep our speed up. We'll actually put a little bit of power in. Man, it's nice out this way. Not very warm though. -1 at only 3,600 feet. On the ground it is saying 50 degrees or 10 Celsius though. We've got to get slowed down by the time we reach Joss, where that won't be difficult. Oh, so this is where it's telling us to be down to 1600 by, I guess. That's a little far out, but we gotta be at 1600 before Josper, so that actually makes sense. And now it's 3 Celsius over here. Should bring the GPS tracking, and then we'll switch over to the CDI to the localizer. And the glide slope will come alive and we'll fly the approach. Oh, it automatically switched. That's cool. Speed is gonna slow down a bit, and that's totally fine. That's normal. Pull my chart up here. There's the airport. There's Kodiak, the town and the downtown stuff. The downtown airport, Lily Lake there and stuff like that. That's the runway. Oh, excuse me, that's the runway we're landing on right there. Got a bit of a tailwind here. We got time to get the airplane slowed down, but let's go ahead and just get back here a little bit. We actually can do half flaps below 140, but I'm going to leave them off for right now because I don't want to slow the plane too quickly. Yeah, this did descend us low, because we could have crossed this point at close to 3,000 feet. It's kind of a wonky course. Alright, here's the glide slope indicators coming alive. So we'll turn VNAV off. Altitude hold is on. We'll turn approach mode on. Nav is off, heading is off, approach on. That should pick us up the glide slope here in a moment. I'm not a very big fan of this song. Skip that the next time it comes into the list. I mean, I like some of the songs that this artist makes. I mean, I hear them all the time on these mixes that I listen to, but this one is just like, it's a little, yeah. Alright, let's pull the power back. For speed coming down a little bit. Now let's see if it picks this up and starts descending, which it should. Fly downward. Really? Altitude mode wasn't supposed to be on. Really? Alright. I'm gonna fly this by hand. Autopilot off. Let's go half flaps. Shouldn't do that. Trimming this plane is all kind of wonky. This tends to do really weird stuff. Full flaps. Final checklist, all our lights are on. Fuel boost, pump is on. Mixtures full forward, full flaps. And yeah, we're good to go. Back when I used to play Flight Sim 10, came out back in 2006, I used to love flying into Kodiak because of the runway sitting right there by that mountain. Add a little bit of power here. Now it's down to 46 degrees or 8 Celsius, and it's 10 at the airport. Got a tailwind, we gotta come back this way. The Vassie's showing we're on course, on the proper glide path. If you look off right there, there's the town of Kodiak, the 2 airports. We're looking good on this approach right now. Still have about another 1.5 miles to go to the runway, I think. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. There's the town. That's pretty. Little high. Alright, we're 200 feet above the runway. This is looking really good, actually. Let's take the power out. We are a little fast. But no, we're looking. This is on point. Look at the tower. That's pretty. Ah, that's actually really cool. Alright, power out. Landing a little long. Not bad. Alright, let's roll. Flaps up. And let me grab the airport diagram here. We actually are just going to roll all the way down to the end of this runway and then turn off. You kind of see the hangar there. So I wouldn't say this is overcast. It's more broken. But not bad. Our turn off is coming up right up here. Let's go ahead and hit the brakes. Ooh, nose wheel shimmy right there. It's okay. But hey, there we are. And this is where we park. I think this is the line where we stop. Move up just a little more. And there we go. Let's go ahead and set the parking brake here. Alright, parking brake is set. Let's go ahead and do our after landing and shutdown checklist. That's how easy it was to get to where we're going here. Alright, flaps are up, power's at 1,000 RPM. It's actually a little below, but it's fine. Let's turn the pitot heat off. Set the trim back to takeoff. We don't really need to do that right now. It's actually pretty close to that. We can cut the avionics. Boost pump off. Then we'll go mixture lean cut off. And the engine should stop. Hour 14 minutes in the air. So that's actually not bad at all. Engine is shut down. Confirmed. Let's clear those there. Um, ignition switch can come off. And All the finals, ELT should be armed. Okay, alternators can come off. All these lights can come off. And the last thing to do is cut the battery switches. Alright folks, well there we go. Hour and 14-minute flight from Anchorage, Alaska down to Kodiak. And actually it's quite pretty. Look at that control tower sitting there. That was a fun flight. I enjoyed that. I'll be flying here some more. I'd like to try to do the downtown airport at some point. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you all enjoyed and hope to have you aboard on the next one. Until then, as always folks, take care and stay safe. We'll see you.